अब देख बिना ब्रेक।
Download Tak app.
Okay.
Of course, this is an international series between India and West Indies, and players are playing for the national team. But in 2 days' time, the IPL auction is there, and so many players in the auction pool. So do you think, apart from playing an international game, the auction is also there in the back of the mind, and it can serve as an extra motivation to perform?
Well, I'm sure it would, but as I said, that's secondary. We came here to play a series against India and to win a series against India. So whatever comes secondary, that's, as I say, secondary. So I'm sure some of the guys will be looking forward to that auction, but we have the Indian series to play, and that's the main thing right now.
Shai, we have 2 more ODI games to go before the end of this year, and you're currently placed number 3, top 3 run getters for all international ODI players. How do you look at this race that you have 2 players from the opposition side, from the Virat and Rohit, and you are just a few runs behind the 2 of them? Is that an extra motivation for you also to perform in the last 2 games?
Well, thanks for the heads up, first of all. And yeah, obviously we got to ask the bowlers to do some damage as well. But yeah, obviously as a batsman, we want to score as many runs as possible, and if it's contributing to team wins, then it makes it even more satisfying. So hopefully we can get some early strikes and remove both of them at the top, and then I can get some big runs and go top of the list.
When you have a player like Shimron at the other end, who is a more flamboyant stroke maker, for you, does it become easier, or there is always a constant thing in the mind that maybe I have to match him stroke for stroke, or you can play your own game? How does it go?
Funny enough, it makes it even more difficult for me, because as a batsman and you see someone going at the other end so easy, you just want to join into the party. So yeah, I just have to keep reminding myself that I have to stay as long as possible. Don't let the opposition get any inroads and maybe start a slide or something. So the key is just to make sure we adapt to the situation, and if one man's going to the other end, you don't necessarily need to go if the run rate required is under control. So the key is about being able to be aware of each situation that's thrown at us, and someone has to put their hand up.
A question regarding the IPL and extension, a different question. When there is an IPL auction in mind, the way you play, there seems to be a kind of thing where you're pacing your innings at your own pace. Not concerned about certain things, the external thing. How easy or difficult is that, considering that everyone, in West Indies cricket, probably the kind of players who have been coming, and through generation that you have come, they have a different kind of players. So a throwback to probably an earlier generation, how does it come forward for you?
I think I'm pacing my innings to the team's requirement. Said we only had to chase 280, and the rate that we were going, as I said, we have to make sure everyone's on the same page. And my role there was to stay at one end and make sure we knock it down on the bowlers, don't give them any wickets. And it's just about playing what the team requires, and that's my role in the team. If the case where they want me to step it up, I can do that. So it's just about playing what the team's required.
What about keeping wicket? It's a double responsibility. Very few people are able to keep wicket for 50 overs and then go on back for 50 overs. And there are not many people who can keep wicket in 50 over cricket and then average 50. How has that been working? How's your wicket keeping role been working?
I'm not going to lie, it's a tough job. It takes a lot on the body, and I just need to remind myself that I'm doing this for the entire Caribbean, everyone supporting us. So it's just about finding that motivation and doing whatever I can to get the team over the line. So if I have to keep 100 overs and then going back at the top of the yard, I'm going to do that.
So, good. 2 questions. One is that now that West Indies team, in bad team, you have batters down the order till number 7, number 8. So does it create a sort of comfort zone for the players like you who come at the top, given that you know any target is achievable, given the power hitters you have? Number 1. Number 2, that India doesn't have Bumrah in their ranks. Does it does it make things a bit easier for the West Indies in terms of planning the innings, in terms of pacing the innings? Because you know, especially at the death, there could be one guy or a couple of players, couple of bowlers you can target.
Yeah, we have to play the team you're playing against. We can't necessarily have one particular game plan on going into the game because firstly you don't know whether you're going to bat first or bowl first. And as I said, and I always stress, you have to adapt to whatever's thrown at you. So if there's a boomerang in the lineup, you have to expect that he's going to come good. He's probably going to be the better bowler on the day. Having said that, it's about knowing who you can take down on the day and understanding what matchups you have and finding a way to do what's required.
Had a look at the pitch. How kind of pitch compared to Chennai?
Yeah, it looks better for batting. It looks like it's going to come on a bit more, similar to last year as far as I can remember. So I think it's going to be easier for scoring, and the bowler.
To cricket, like, and coming up the ranks, like any other sport that you're interested in, athletics or soccer, or how was it growing up? Because your brother also, both of you have represented West Indies,
Yeah.
also. So, like, how was it growing up and taking to cricket, a bit of your background?
Yeah, but as you said, my brother also plays, and he's actually a big inspiration for me. Growing up, seeing him play the game along with my family, we have a pretty decent sporting background, and I'm a big fan of sports in general. I love to watch the NBA and I follow a bit of football, but in the Caribbean, as we all know, cricket is the main sport, and seeing the legends back in the day do what they do, as a youngster, you obviously want to emulate that. And my brother playing as well, obviously you want to be like your big brother. So growing up, he inspired me a lot to do what I'm doing now, and I'm just pleased to be here, and hopefully he's proud of me.